fire hole, 317. The container says 14, but we're using a size 12. The thread I'm using is a UTC watery olive, 70. All right, there we go. You want to be light on the thread right now because we're going to be using a flash. It's SF Flash Blend in a shrimp color for the fuzzies of the nymph coming from the head. We want to make sure that we don't have too much of a build so that the bead, we're going to be using a tungsten fire hole stone. It's a 3mm. And so we've got that. So now I'm going to whip finish this and cut it. And then bring the bead on. Move that. Okay, that should be good. Now we'll go ahead and take this off. Grab the bead. Stick the bead on. At least if at first you don't succeed, try again. So we'll get that bead on. And there we go. Alright, so that will be coming out the front. So now once we have that, we'll go ahead and get the thread tied back on. I sometimes like to tie these as well with the SF Flash blend coming from the back end, just for some flash, not at the head. And I want to keep the thread flat, so with every couple of turns I'm going to tie that in, spin it, watch the thread, and then so that way when I put the quill on it's more flat, easier to wrap, my opinion. Okay, that should be a good start. So now I'm going to get the quill. I like to tie with the darker side on the bottom. I don't think it really matters. That's just my preference. Someone might have a difference of opinion, and that's totally fine. There's a reason why you would say you would tie it the opposite way, dark side up. I would love to hear in the comments. And why you feel that might be better. So we'll spin it again. Alright. I don't like to go too far down, but just far enough to where it looks like it's going to build a good body. I'll get that right next to it. Now if you want, you can build a thicker taper with extra wraps of the thread, but I think that's sufficient for this. Then if you have some hackle pliers, that might help. And then we'll go ahead and grab this. There we go. Get the pliers. and then start your wraps. I like to make the first one as close to, and then once I get that, I'd like to leave a little space in between the thread and the quill. Little space. There we go. All right, I think I'll be able to, nope, it doesn't look like I'm gonna get one more out of that. I might be able to. I'm gonna see if I can just grab the tip. And then, yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. My hackle pliers don't grab that very, yeah. And I should have just did with what my gut was first. That always sucks. But we'll get it tied again. There we go. All right, we get that wrapped. We're going to now secure, capture that. Give it 3, then press them. And trim that. There we go, and then build that up a little bit. That's actually nice. There we go. All right, I'm gonna whip finish. There. Okay. Now we're gonna use some UV Loon Outdoors thin resin. And then we're just going to coat that. There we go. Get my bobbin. Move that around. That looks good. We're going to do another fine coat afterwards. That looks good for the first. And we're going to torch that. And that's part of the reason why right there I like to leave it a little spacing. So when that sun hits it, it shows the thread underneath the UV, giving it a different color combination. All right, let's put a little bit more on. There we go. Get my bobbin and spread that around, giving it a nice body. There we go. I'm going to hit that now with the UV again. And that should be good. And then the next thing I'm going to use is an ostrich plume. This color is mahogany. Right now where I'm fishing, the fish have been really liking this color combination. This pattern has been tested on still water. I've got 3 plumes. I only need 2. I could do 3 if I wanted thicker. There we go. But they seem to really like this color combination. So in smaller sizes, you can go smaller and it probably would work just fine on your rivers. And I like to wrap mine back through. I think it secures the plume going over each other. And then a couple wraps to secure behind. And then one forward. And then cut it. Once you cut it, one more. And then whip finish. And we're nearly done. I'm actually going to cut this first to the size I want it. There we go. Just gives that a little flash in the front. And then whip finish and we're done. What I like to do here is I have a Copic red marker brand. I like to color that thread so the collar of the nymph comes out red. Now at this point you can coat the red with like Sally Hansen's Hard as Nails or whatever head cement you want in order to strengthen the thread. I like to do a few whip finishes to get that red shining through. Once that's done, there we go. And there's your finished fly. This is an excellent pattern. Love fishing this pattern. It works with a gold bead as well, or whatever color combination you think is going to work with the ginger and the watery olive. So even an olive head, an olive bead will work as well. But thank you for watching. If you've liked it, please subscribe for more videos to come. And happy fishing and enjoy the tight lines.